Comparing Samsung Galaxy S5 with the Samsung Galaxy Note 3 Neo, here we have both of these devices. Note 3 Neo is a very different device. It has the S Pen just like the Note 3, and it is a different segment of device, but you can actually compare these devices right now. Side by side we can compare them, and this is how they look like. You have a kind of a leather finish on the Note 3 Neo, whereas you have a kind of shimmery matte finish on the Samsung Galaxy S5 on the back side. Again, the back cover can be removed on both of these phones, but this device has got I think it is a 13 megapixel camera, I'm not too sure, and this is a 16 megapixel camera. You have a heart rate sensor on this device, whereas you do not have that on the Note 3 Neo. You have LED flash on both of these phones. As far as bottom is concerned, the Samsung Galaxy S5 is actually certified with IP67. That means it is water resistant and splash proof from water basically. So it will keep working even if a splash of water is actually falling on it. So it will still keep on working. As far as headphone jack is concerned, the headphone jack is also protected in such a way that even if some water actually gets inside, it will block the water to go inside the body of the phone, and the phone will still keep on working. At the bottom, if we take a look, we have the micro USB port for data syncing and charging on both of these phones, but this one is covered again to prevent it from water damage. On this device you have the loudspeaker at the bottom. On this one, on Samsung Galaxy S5, you have the loudspeaker at the back, and on the top we can see that both of these devices have IR blaster as well. The headphone jack position is different. You do have secondary microphone on both of these phones, so both of these phones are fairly good, but they actually appeal to different target audience. You have a slightly bigger display on the Samsung Galaxy Note 3 Neo, which is 5.5 inch, whereas on the Samsung Galaxy S5 we have the 5.1 inch of Super AMOLED display, and again this display is good. Both of these displays are good. Both of them has pretty good viewing angles as well, and again the kind of build quality which we see on both of them is almost the same. Again, the kind of plastic build quality which we see on Samsung phones, that is the same on both of these phones. So in all, the overall look and feel, I would like to say both of these phones are pretty good. The kind of price at which the Samsung Galaxy S5 is going to come, it is going to give you some additional features like the fingerprint not the fingerprint but the heart rate sensor, and the fingerprint sensor is actually over there on the home button, whereas we do have a home button on the Samsung Galaxy Note 3 Neo as well, but this one does not have a fingerprint sensor inside, whereas this one has a fingerprint sensor inside. So you can actually unlock the phone, you can make payments with the help of fingerprint sensor as of now. In future you might be able to do certain things which you cannot do, especially as of now on the Note 3 Neo. You do have front camera which is 2 megapixels on both of the phones. Proximity and metal sensor is also there. The front design of the devices look very much the same, but again this is kind of a more rectangular rounded design. This is slightly more rounded, again a kind of a rectangle which we see on this one. Edges are kind of different. You have a kind of brushed metal edge on the Note 3 Neo, whereas you have lining chrome finish S, which is some lining which give you a better grip when you hold this device. As far as the backside is concerned, the backside is also different. You have leather finish, you have shimmery finish, and again, but both of these are actually plastic. This is not actually leather, it's just a fake leather. As far as other thing which is there on the Samsung Galaxy Note 3 Neo is there, you have Samsung S Pen. S Pen is there on this device, whereas you do not get S Pen on this one. So this is definitely the Note series devices, so you will get S Pen, whereas on this one you will not get that. Again, in terms of hardware specification, if we talk about, hardware is slightly better on the Samsung Galaxy S5. The camera is also better. You have 16 megapixel camera, you have lesser camera over here. I'm not sure about the exact camera specification, but in all these two devices looks very good, and they again come in different price segment. This one is going to come for a price of approximately 50,000 rupees, whereas this one is much cheaper, which you can get, which has a bigger display size, and in comparison this one has very good features as well, a good processor as well, which can actually help you do day-to-day usage tasks without any issues. And you can buy this device for a price of approximately 35 to 36,000 rupees in the market, which is the MRP or the best buy price basically. So this device is much cheaper and is going to give you much better functionality. It is also having a S Pen, but the only thing it will lack is that it will not have the heart rate sensor and the fingerprint sensor. So if these two technologies actually matter to you, you can always go for the Samsung Galaxy S5, which is definitely going to be much higher in terms of the price. But in case these things does not matter, or the camera which is enhanced on this one does not matter much to you, you have a pretty good camera performance on this one as well. But you do have some extra modes like selective focus, autofocus, fast autofocus is also there, which is not there on this one. But again, this one is slightly better on the camera as well. So if those things does not matter to you much, you will also get a better good camera quality on this one. You can always go for the Note 3, unless if you need these features which I have just told you in comparison with this one, you can always go for the Samsung Galaxy S5 as well.